Hold on. I'm going to go adjust one thing. I'm going to turn my noise gate back up just a little bit. I kind of turned it down too much. Oh yeah, I think that's already a lot better. Let me see. I don't know. I can't tell yet. All right. Well, shit, guys. We got it. We're ready to fucking rock and roll, huh? Da, da, da. All right, guys, we got shoulders today. Classic presses, old school shoulder warfare. The goal today is to build wide, powerful delts with heavy presses and old school isolation. The root of strength, the fire of hypertrophy. Classic presses, timeless pain, eternal gains. Iron effort, simplicity, the delts don't lie. Warm up is going to be they do not. Banded pull apart. Arm circles. Overhead dislocates. Light dumbbell shoulder press. All right. There it is. I want this one here. $20 banded pull aparts. All right, guys, let's go. Ready to rock and roll, baby. All right, let's do some arm circles. Both directions, 15. We'll do one arm at a time. All right. Banded overhead dislocate. Let's go. We're going to go with the blue band this time. That red one is good, but it's a little bit too much for these. Let's do, instead of dumbbell shoulder press, we're just going to do this band here. This band is fine. It's good enough. All right, warm-up's good. Standing barbell overhead press, strict. My wife is here. Here, let me, I'm gonna put on 25s. And then six to 8 reps. I'm gonna go up in weight, but I want my first set to be a little bit lighter. I've hardly had any, I don't know if I've had any cap today, guys. I'm gonna pull out one of these C4s. Drink it. What is going on with the mic? We'll start with this, then we might go up 10, maybe 20 pounds. All right, everybody, let's kick ass. Let's fucking do it. That thing is grimy. I need to get some rust cleaner on that fucker. Seal that fucker up somehow. Hey. Okay. My barbell's rusty.
That's his name?
don't know what to do about it. It's like holding on to sand.
Can you wrap it in tape?
I mean, I need to get some. I need to get some like cleaner so I can clean my like the stuff off.
Yeah.
And then seal it somehow. Like they have some like Armor All type things or something. Anything that I could just use to protect the metal.
I don't say use some stickers.
Okay. Not you?
No.
You didn't get none?
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
What about me?
Whatever. She didn't give you any? She gave you.
Yeah, she did. Piña colada. No, but we had to go do some, got her blood drawn this morning.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And we went there to her doctor's appointment. Her doctor said that her numbers were really elevated, her liver. So we had to go back, get more blood drawn, go get an emergency scan because her numbers were more elevated than the first time. Yeah.
So what, I mean,
He was baffled. Well, he's gonna have to look at her blood work.
yeah, they don't know.
Mm-hmm. By these numbers, you should be curled up in pain with the fever rate.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Huh.
But
Is she not feeling well?
she's not in pain.
But I mean, is she like feeling okay?
Yeah. But she's doing fine. Like a couple days ago, she had like a really bad stabbing pain, but she took Tylenol. Like it woke her up, like the same pain that before, but it only lasted probably 6 days. She said if she gets pain again and it lasts longer than half a day, he's like, you might not be in pain, but you're giving me chest pains.
Hmm.
But now, water. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, that we're trying to get in.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, yeah. We got 3 more, right? Oh, we're doing 4. 6 to 8. Oops. Two more sets. Is it a Bradford press where you go over, back, forward, back, forward, back? I can't remember. I think it's a Bradford press. I wore a blue shirt, guys, so I wouldn't get in your way. Huh? That way you guys can see the workouts still, even when I stand in the way. One more. Listen. Listen. We got an ad coming up here in a little bit. I'm very curious to see if my bot triggers on ads. I don't know. Something's not right. This will be it. Last one for these. All right, we had to cheat a little bit. It's all right though. Like last three were kind of shitty. The last three were shitty. Oh man. So much better with a fucking hairband. My hair don't get in my face as much. It actually stays back. And I think it doubles as a good mic holder. You know? Doubles as a good mic holder. All right, we got seated dumbbell shoulder press now. Palms facing slightly in. Let's go up one for the seat, maybe two. So, all right, so we got 8 to 10. I mean, if I do 40 pounds, I think that might be a little bit light. I don't know. I think we should go to 50 and just push it. I hope I'm not biting off more than I can manage here. Where's my other? Oh, there it is. Oops. Okay, guys. See, that's weird. That speaker just disconnected. Like, that speaker ain't connected. Something's up there. Ad break. Epic chat vibes. Before the ad break, Siri Bud welcomes Psycho and RoboPsycho discussing goals, heart crushing, and support for streams. Not quite the chat recap feel I'm after, but we'll fine tune that shit. Okay. What the fuck? You alright there, Chester? Oh my god. God damn it. Fucking cat just puked on the floor. Yeah, 8 to 10. 6 to 8, 8 to 10, 10 to 12. Right, that's our fucking split here for these exercises. Whew. It's tough. 2 more sets. 2 more sets. This is our last set, right? I believe so. Fuck. God damn, dude. We about to turn it up. All right. We're gonna do fucking some Arnold press next. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit too. Like, I'm probably gonna drop down 10 pounds. So that's quite a big drop. Like 20% nearly. So we'll see how this works for us. We shall see. Ten to 12, right? 3 sets. Oh, baby. Fuck, man. Oh, yeah. shit. Whoops. All right, we got one more set, right? Whatever, we're doing one. Oh shit. Wait. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. I'm back from the dead. Hold on, I gotta get my tablet powered up real quick. All right, we got seated dumbbell lateral raises. Let's go like seated, and then when we can't do any more seated, we'll stand up and we'll do some more. Yeah, that way we can get kind of heavy with this, and we'll keep it really controlled while we're seated. And when we can't do any more, we feel like that, we'll stand up and we'll cheat a little bit. So we'll do like, maybe we'll do like 25 pounds, I think. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, shit. '25's almost a little too heavy, but I think we're good with it today. It's gonna be fine. We might drop, I don't know, we got 4 sets of these. So if I can get like 10 from the seat and then another like 5 or so standing, we'll make our 15. We'll be able to get a good blend of control and, you know, just power. Hope everybody's having a good day. We're just crushing it. Just trying to get our fucking games in. Oh yeah. It's been absolutely, like, I don't know if anybody has, I don't think anybody has said anything this stream. I think it's just been silent. Dead ass fucking silent. All right. Well, no distractions that way. No chat to distract me. What in the fuck? One of my cats is crying at the door. Hold on, it's probably Molly. Molly, come on. Come on, Molly. Molly. I knew it was you. I knew it was you, Molly. I knew it. I knew it, Molly. Oh shit, I jumped my rest time. Oh shit. Sure. Welcome in. I need to figure out where my timer's at. Okay. Oh shit. Welcome back to the Mistus High. May your spirits dance. You know, I got rid of Frosty. He's gone. Frosty Tools gave it the fucking boot. I have my own bot. Oh, did you see her? Just like wanting so badly for me to pick her up. So badly, huh? Yeah. What? 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 You love me, huh? Yeah. I know. I'm such a lovable person. For animals. People hate me, though. I know, Molly. I don't know why. Animals love me. Even animals that hate other people love me. But I just can fuck all, dude, to find a fucking connection with people. Oh, Molly. Molly. Oh, I gotta lift, Molly. I gotta lift my weights. You're not heavy enough to be a weight. Are you going into fucking heat? Why are you being all weird and pushing your butt against my fucking hand? Huh? Are you going into heat again? Are you? It is, dude. Hey, stop trying to fight my weight, you fucker. Molly, not a good idea. Okay. Oh shit. All right. Oh my god. It's fucking sloppy. We got one more set. Yeah. How's your day going, Cher? How are you doing? Oh yeah. What? He needs the ad break recap needs some work. It's like it is. I'm telling you, man. Trying to work with this AI, it's extremely unpredictable. With like, and it isn't consistent. See, it's like whatever they have done with Frosty Tools, they've actually done a pretty damn good job. I'm wondering what AI they use. I'm kind of curious. That also depends too. Is what AI you're using. Some of them are extremely verbose. Some of them are more fun. Some of them won't curse. Some of them will do anything. But all right, we got one more set. I think we have one more set 'cause we're supposed to do 4. Molly. What? Huh? What is your problem? Molly. What? I know, it's like... Oh, shit. Ah. Oh, man. I'm feeling pretty pumped. What do we got next? I think we'll drop some weight down off this and we'll do our single arm. Since going heavy really does kind of work the front caps more, I think if we go lighter and we really isolate like one shoulder at a time, we can force it to really isolate the rear or the top of our delts. I think I'm going to use a dumbbell, and we'll just do 20 pounds. That'll be a pretty significant drop for what we have here. We're only at 25, so that's 20%. What? Oh boy. Oh man. Well, I've been doing quite a bit of work on the website. I've got some I have my whole my recipe collections are being made, right? So I'm getting some recipes in there. I need to work on, database and stuff like that, and like getting people to be able to store their own recipes, right, and save their own and stuff. Once I start to get this thing rolling and get it all up and running, I'm gonna have to charge, because I gotta pay for data costs, right? Like data that's uploaded and downloaded from the site, after it exceeds so much, it starts to charge, right? It starts to charge me. So, I only have so much traffic that I can have and support without accruing some costs, Google's pretty good about it. It's just like a pay-as-you-go type thing. So they just have like a bill. You just enable billing on your accounts, and it just like starts billing you. But I'm trying to put them in there in a very simple way, right? I've used a lot of cooking apps and stuff like that before, recipe keepers, and so I've kind of my favorite one out of all of them that I've ever tried is Samsung Foods. It used to be called Whisk, right? So I am honestly pulling a lot of my inspiration from that website, as far as kind of how the recipe card looks. You've got your recipe ingredients on the left side, right? And then some pictures and data on top here, right? You know what I mean? Then instructions, and then on the bottom you have all the calorie information and all that stuff, right? Or a brief macro value up at the top. So I'm and you can scale up and down, right? If you can scale up and down the ingredient or the serving sizes. They're servings, not serving sizes. But so let's say you want to make something 10 servings instead of 6, you know what I mean? And so you could just scale it up, and it'll scale up those values everywhere, right? In the ingredients list and in the recipe. So when you're reading through the recipe, it accommodates for the scaled up or down value. And then you can also change the measurement from standard to metric, right? So you either ounces or milliliters or whatever, tablespoons, teaspoons, or milliliters and ounces, cups, and that kind of stuff, right? So it works pretty good. When people are making their own recipes, this isn't going to be able. You're not probably not going to be able to do this, but yeah, I know. Trust me. Tell me about it. I know. Nowhere do they offer that kind of stuff, right? That it is not something that websites do. They let you scale up the ingredient list, and then you could be okay, add all that to my shopping list, right? But it never changes and it's because most of the websites that give away recipes are more in a basic blog structure format, right? They're not I would say most of the time it's some kind of generic website builder that people are using, right? I'm not using a generic website builder. My website, I'm building the whole motherfucking thing, right? The whole goddamn thing. I didn't use a simple template. I didn't use any of this shit. I started with a blank fucking folder and started doing it that way, So, by doing that, I have all the freedom in the world to do whatever the fuck I want to. You know what I mean? And I can keep it all very simple, right? No real apps or anything like that. Just HTML and CSS, a little bit of JavaScript, for advanced things, but like it all just uses your browser's capabilities, you know. Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, I think we're kind of coming into this age where I like if you got Chat GPT, just Chat GPT, right? Like if you got Chat GPT Plus Pro or whatever, you get access to Sora, which is their art generator, right? Now they have Sora 2, which is the thing that's making all these crazy fucking AI videos that we're seeing everywhere. That's what Trump used to make his, you know, F-14 fucking shit plane meme, right? And then so you got Sora 2, which is like one of the most, arguably at this point, the most advanced video generation that there is to this point. You also have something called Codex, right? So there's ChatGPT, there's Sora, and there's Codex. These are all parts of ChatGPT that you can use your ChatGPT Pro Plus account on. And what the Codex is kind of cool because, like, with the Codex, you can actually take that Codex and you can hook it up to your GitHub, and then you could like start a project like on your computer, right? And then like push that project to the cloud, and then hook in with Codex, link into your GitHub, and do cloud-based edits directly to your GitHub. Then you could come home and you could pull that file to your PC and test all the things that you did. Like that is absolutely insane, dude. Like we are basically to a point where we're able to like vibe code with our voices with ChatGPT and Codex and GitHub on our cell phones while we're just like on the fucking bus or doing whatever, right? Like and then like it'll do its edits and stuff like that, change the things to GitHub, and like I said, when you get home, you could then pull all the files, pull all the updates and test and make sure that everything worked out fine. If it didn't, you could fix it. You know what I mean? Like, but and I haven't played around with this too much. Google also has a command line tool that you can download on your PC that allows you to code from CMD, right? From terminal, right? You can log in with Google Coder and like log into your create shit on your computer and use Google, right, to just code shit. You can download a bunch of things that would make you can do whatever the fuck you want these days, dude. It's just about how deep do you want to go down the rabbit hole, you know? I mean, do you never want to see daylight again? Because it's it's a big pit. Molly, what the hell? What the fuck are you doing up there, Molly? Seriously? You just had to be in the grocery bag. They like this. This is our bag that like this is my bag for groceries, right? There's like a couple little bags in here. They fold up nice and flat. So there's like 3 bags here all together, little box bags. The cats just freaking love it, dude. She snuck all the way up. She entered over here and climbed up through the cabinets over there. Nah, it's not insulated. It's just a, like, you know, cloth bag. See, it's got like little container compartments. Yeah, a soft place to lay. She loves it. They all love it. All the cats. Oh, Molly. What, huh? Look at her. Okay. All right, we got one more set of these stupid things, and then we're on to phase 3. Bent over reverse flies and upright rows. What type of coding have you done in the past, Cher? So, basically some website stuff, yeah, web page. That's for the most part, that's pretty much, you know, standard web. Like HTML is all like the data, right? And CSS is kind of like controls and styling, you know? Like, yeah, nice. I mean, man, these days, you know, with all the tools out there, a person could really, you know, you could self-learn and teach yourself quite easy. Like, I mean, you know, like there's so many little, like, tiny little projects that you could do, right? Like, say, you know, make a note keeper, or you know, shopping, you know, like a shopping list, you know, thing, some kind of like a to-do list, right? These are like common little, like, first-time projects for people that you can kind of like walk through and, you know, understand basics and stuff like that, and like slowly like incorporate a database, right? Like, you know, and so, I mean, with all the stuff that exists now, I mean, there's no reason why, you know, a person couldn't, you know, just like fire something up. I mean, and you know, make a little project and start learning stuff, you know. I just don't know how far it would get a person, though, you know, because, I mean, essentially everything you're learning is basically stuff that AI can already do, so it's not really like these are skills that are at serious threat, right? Like, how long before, you know, like, senior level, like, coders are gone, right? Like I was talking to Synops, right? And he was saying that, like, in his, like, he no longer has, there's like nobody, like, he has no little Padawans, you know, or anybody like underneath him, right? There's no apprentice, there's no trainee, they've been eliminated. They're gone, right? And he's like you know, mid to senior level, like, you know, coder dev, right? Like, and now, I mean, that tells me that you basically, now you're at the bottom of the totem pole, right? You know what I mean? Like, if you are no longer teaching people because they are gone, then now you are the next to go, right? You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking scary shit. Like, I mean, this is something that I've thought long and hard about, you know? Like, okay, so AI is great. AI has so much potential, right? AI has potential to reduce human work demand by incredible amounts, you know. And the problem with this is that all these companies are going to be like, oh, okay, so we can cut 70% of our workforce, and fuck you guys, right? Like fuck the fact that like they sat there and they analyzed all their employees for years and years and years, collecting data, right, to be able to like, you know, to then take this data and run it through some AI thing to figure out how AI could do their jobs more efficiently. What do we need to do to be able to eliminate our entire human workforce? Right now, when this happens, so what? The people that worked for you for 10, 15, 20 years, you know, doing all this stuff that you were like, you know, I mean, because these guys monitor they give them tracking devices and stuff like that. They like, you know, track them and their time and how long they stopped for a break, and you know how long they stopped at this address or that address to deliver what package or this or that, or if you're not processing so much stuff fast enough and like it's marks against you, you know what I mean? There's no room for like a bad day for you, right? You know what I mean? We've slowly been like, just like the signs are all there. We're just slowly like starting to like hack away at you know, the fucking human need for jobs. And like in the end, or well, I guess there is no real end, but like, you know, what happens when, you know, like 70% of the workforce is replaced by AI? So you're going to tell me that the rest of the 30% that's working is what? What are they? Are they? I mean, who are these people? What are they doing? What is their jobs? What jobs are going to be safe? You know, I mean, we're like putting fucking AI medical clinics in place. You know what I mean? Like, that's scary, dude. That's super scary. And I mean, it's a real weird thing, you know, to think that like in the future there might only be a need for, you know, say, you know, 30% of the workforce that we have now, because everything will be being performed by AI machines and algorithms, you know? I mean, people think that their construction jobs are safe, right? You know, people think that right, like here's a good thing to put into perspective, okay? So when we would do construction, carpentry, concrete work, right? You know, we would go and we would put the concrete in and build the forms, and it took hours and, you know, months and weeks and, you know, a lot of time, right? And then we would pour that, and, you know, then we would come back and we would strip all that, right? You know what I mean? Well, like here, just think about this, right? Like with homes, right? A concrete home is a lot stronger, has a lot of benefits. You know, there's a lot of perks about having a concrete house, right? Well, there's now machines that are essentially like massive, like 3D printers, right? And they can print concrete houses without forms, right? You don't need to have forms, and like it's crazy, dude, because like this is wild, right? You think your job is safe, but it's not. It's not. And if it is now, in, you know, 10 years from now, will it still be? Right? Because like if we're doing this thing, right? If we're doing this whole AI shift, you know, like where is that gonna like? And if things are happening this quickly, this fast, right? What happens in 10 years? And this is one thing that I always come back to this, man. When I was going to college, one of my teachers, he said, okay, so technology grows exponentially. That means, you know, 8-bit becomes 16-bit, 16-bit becomes 32-bit, 32-bit becomes 64-bit, 64-bit, 128, right? 254. You get it, right? Like we have this like system of exponential growth, right? Like whenever a processor gets better, it oftentimes doubles in capability. Right, it grows exponentially. It becomes exponentially more powerful and better than the last versions. So like, at what point, you know, and that controls a lot of things, you know, and I mean, with technology starting to like shift and take over, it's going to like hyper accelerate the feel of the change, right? You know what I mean? Like, so like, whereas the industrial era took, you know, how long did it take for us to actually transition out of driving cars or riding horses and buggy into cars, right? Where it was a standard for everybody to just drive a car. You know, I mean, like it's not illegal to ride a horse on the road. You still can, but like it's different, you know. All right, we're gonna do upright rows. I think, Molly, you think if you get so close to the door, it might just open on its own, huh? So close. Yeah. Upright rows, baby. Whew. We should go. Okay, that's gonna work. Let's get some weight on there now. I'll just put 45s on. I think that'll be fine. I think this might be our last exercise. Ooh. Oh, did you spin? I didn't even hear it. Jumping jacks. Dude, I ain't done jumping jacks in ages. Let's do it. I think I gotta kick my shoes off though. Dude, did you see that protest in Switzerland where they all wore the big FU middle finger helmets? Dude, they had so many people, dude, wearing these massive just like middle finger hats. They covered like their whole face, dude. Like the palm of the hand was their face. And it was just like a big middle finger. Dude, it's so great. All right. Oh. I thought it was pretty funny. Revealed they'd been punished by 13. Oh God. Robo Psycho, you're fucking crazy. You don't even know. You don't understand the task at hand. All right, let's do this. Oh. Oh, I kind of like, I kind of like having this in a fixed position, doing upright rows with a lever, because I can really lean back into it, and whereas like, if I do like upright rows with a dumbbell, it's good. I guess it's more in a forward, but I just like this better. I like this better. It doesn't hurt as much. Feels a lot better. Better connection. The ad recap is kind of broken. I'm not gonna lie. Like that one is kind of it's trying a lot of stuff there. try to break things? Is that what you're saying? I just want my bot to, I don't want to use Frosty tools anymore. I want my bot to be the one that I use. All right, let's do another set. Yeah. It's, sometimes it's tough because like until things go live, you can't really, it can be hard to test some things sometimes. Especially when something's like dependent on chat, right? Like for example, a chat recap, right? Like how do I test a chat recap when I'm not live? How do we recap a chat that hasn't happened? You see what I mean? So it's like, that one's tough, dude. That one's a tough one. So what I'll have to do is like take some screenshots of my chat, like what happened today and like what it did during the ad breaks and try to get the prompt a little better in line. But it's like, these things, sometimes they'll reveal the prompt, like sometimes they'll reveal their prompt in the message. It's weird, right? Like you can see, like it says the dank prophet of the Cascades. It's mixing so much stuff together, and it's causing a lot of problems. And another problem too is, I mean, if you're recapping a chat and there's only been like one or two people that have been chatting, what's their recap? Like there's, and like, unless it could take like screenshots and recap, analyze the screenshot, which I guess would be something that you could do, but I know for a fact that that's what Frosty Tools does. Frosty Tools takes a screenshot, right? And then it analyzes that screenshot during the recap. So like, if you have a chat or if you have something or if you have a, and the only reason I know this is because information on the wall in the Frosty Tools recaps will sometimes be talked about. And there is literally no way that that it would have been able to know that unless it looked at a screenshot. And not only that, but it takes that screenshot and it sends it to your Discord too. So like, it'll actually take a screenshot of chat, give you a recap, then it'll send that recap and that screenshot to your Discord channel, so that you can actually see like how it pulled the context. And then plus it looks back at the last ad and this ad, and then we'll recap all the chat, right? So trying to get that to happen, it's a little bit tricky. Frosty Tools is pretty good about it. I mean, it's very clean with its descriptions and stuff. My bot it struggles, but we'll get it. Most of my focus has been on the website lately, honestly. I was having a major problem where I pushed some changes and they weren't pushing, and then I kept trying and cleared the cache and all this shit and just kept like, and I was like, I had a discrepancy, I had like 170 pages on the live site and like 369 pages on my local build, and I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, dude. Like, and then finally, after like 4 hours of just like digging, ChatGPT or Cursor went through the GitHub, right? Because whenever it pushes something to GitHub, it writes like a book of a description. And it went through the GitHub things and analyzed everything, because I was like, we need to see what the fuck is going on. Like, and here was the problem. So with GitHub, you use something called Gitnor, right? So you push all your files to GitHub, except everything that's labeled in the Gitnor, right? And in the Gitnor, somehow at some point in time, ChatGPT or Cursor wrote in there not to push .md files. Well, the problem is that my website builds everything based off of MD files, right? Because I'm using Hugo. So I have to basically put everything together in like an MD file, and then Hugo will go out and look for all those MD files and build a website, a web page with external assets, right? So like your ultimate web page isn't like 3,000 lines long. It's only like 10. You know what I mean? But it's like got a ton of information, because you can just literally like embed this and that, this and that and that, right? And so it was causing all these problems, and it literally took me like, a couple weeks of kind of just like scratching my head and trying to figure it out. I was still building locally because everything local still worked, but like I hadn't pushed to GitHub in a long time. And I was like, okay, fine, we got to figure this out. So I sat down, and like I said, it took me about 4 hours to figure it all out. Finally, though, yeah, MD is Markdown, yeah, but like with Hugo, so with a Hugo build for websites, right, you actually take from MD files, right? Like, and for some reason, Cursor put in the Gitnor that we weren't supposed to include MD files, and that really fucked everything up, because since that point, it wasn't pushing MD files to the GitHub, so the website was never actually fully updating. But now that I figured it out, I understand what happened, and now everything is updating just fine. The website live matches what I have local, so I'm back to, smooth development again. Oh, yes. Skywolf, what's going on? Yeah, markdown files are extremely handy. I mean, I love markdown. I mean, it's a nice little format that you can, write in, and when you put it in the appropriate reader, all the header information transfers over, so it's nice and easy to read. It's a good format for stuff. Really great for, like you said, taking notes and things like that. I mean, most notes in a development project are either going to be written in Markdown or just raw text, right? TXT files. So I prefer Markdown over text, just because it's a little bit more flexible. As far as like, what you can do with it. Coding doesn't really parse like raw text very well. So everything normally is going to be written in like a Markdown type of format. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And even if not in like a reader, it's still like, after working with Markdown for a while, you kind of like, it makes sense. Stuff is really easy to spot, especially if you have like like if you use like Cursor, right, with like it'll highlight all the key things, and you can download all these external tools and shit to help you like read your Markdown files or Dart files or this file or that file or whatever. So most of the stuff that I do, I like for the website, I'm trying to keep it all HTML and CSS and Java. So like that's it. Mostly HTML, Java, with a little bit of CSS. And then the my cell phone applications, I will usually build those in Flutter. And then if I build anything like on the desktop, a lot of times it's Python. So, like, if I'm building a desktop app, it's a lot of times going to be like Python, maybe with like some other stuff integrated into it. Hive is really a database for, Flutter. It's actually built for Flutter. So Hive is just super simple for it. And I've actually learned quite a bit about, app development and stuff like that over the last year. Since I started using Flutter or Cursor to mess around with my projects and stuff. It's been quite fun, and I'm trying to just kind of learn whatever the hell I can. I mean, I've got my bachelor's degree in network management, and I'm applying for tech jobs, but they are fucking going away like nobody's business, man. Like 6 months ago, there was so many tech jobs to apply for. Now there ain't shit, dude. There ain't fucking nothing out there. Like anything that is out there is like a senior level fucking position, and it's like there's like no entry to mid-level positions at all. That like. There might be something out there that you can apply for, but I doubt you're ever going to get a fucking call back. And, dude, it's so bad. Yeah, it's so bad. I mean, it's fucked. People are about to start starving. Yeah, it always does. I mean, it will. It's just, where will we be on the other side, Oh, who knows? I don't know. I can't. I hope it recovers fucking soon. Sooner than later. I'm sick of this, man. I feel like it's. I don't even know. I don't even know what I feel like. It's a pain. All right, we're gonna stretch after we put these weights up a little bit. yesterday was a good day. I had legs, and I did German volume, leg extensions, and leg curls. The German volume training is like 10 by 10 at 60% with a 1 minute rest between sets. So 60% is not all that heavy. Like you get to about like set 4 or 5, and then you start to realize how hard it actually is going to be. And the rest time's pretty critical for these, because it's like, you know, kind of part of the system, right? Like you are working out at an intensity and a, you know, weight that, you know, should be, you know, doable at these ranges, but it's definitely going to be a fight and a challenge. But they are pretty good. They get you pumped up, and they leave you fucking sore. This is the second week in a row. I don't think they're very sustainable, though, just because the volume is so great. You know, so like, 2-3 weeks at a time, and then split it up, right? Something else in there. But German volume training is really good. I also like clusters and myo reps. I think kind of bouncing back and forth between myo reps and German volume lately, though. Both. I actually have templates for all three on the website. You can go on there and like set up a German volume or a cluster set or a pyramid or ladder or whatever, and it'll kind of like build the template for you, and then you just go through and log it all as you're lifting, you know. Like with myo reps, you kind of use an RPE threshold, right? Like, so we use an RPE to RIR like thing, right? So like basically you got like RIR is reps in reserve, which is like how many reps I have left in the tank, right? So if I do 8 and I have 1 rep left, that's a 1 RIR, right? 1 rep in reserve. This would translate to, say, like a 9, right? In RPE, rate of perceived exertion, right? So like you have like 9, 1, 8, and 2, 7, and 3, right? So like that's kind of like the way that we would scale it down. And then, so if we were lifting, when we're doing myo reps, we do like an activation set of like 12 or 15, trying to leave 1 rep in reserve, right? 1 RIR. Then you rest 20 seconds, and then you do a set of like 3 or 4, right? And same thing, right? We want to try and hit that 1 RIR, right? Another 20 seconds. Now the goal is to hit like 3 to 5 clusters like this, these mini sets. And at 20-second rest, and we're working about 70% of our 1 rep max on these. So myo reps are really good. Cluster sets are another protocol that's kind of similar. They allow you to lift heavy without like, you lift heavy up to that point of where like form would like start to fall to shit, and then you're able to like get a rest, right? And it's a short rest, but it's enough of a rest where you can come back at it and hit another like 3 to 5 reps, and like you don't have to sacrifice form, right? So you get to lift heavy, you get to keep the intensity up, and you know, you also get to pack in some fucking volume real fast. So they're really good workouts for when you don't have a lot of time, or if you just want to, you know, a little bit of extra stimulation on the body, extra muscle breakdown or whatever, right? They're good for busting through some plateaus, and just generally getting a bit stronger. I love exploring different methods of fitness and, you know, lifting and stuff. I mean, there's only so many out there, you know what I mean? But there are quite a few ways, right? Like, I mean, if I was to break it down, I would say that, you know, in basic set protocols, we would have, you know, standard sets supersets, giant sets, circuit sets, drop sets, ladder sets, pyramids. You know, that would basically be like all of the basics, right? You know what I mean? Like really pretty much any kind of like thing, you know, that we would do. Then on top of that, you would have some more advanced stuff where you have like, you know, German volume, clusters, Myos, and DTP. You know, there's a few others out there too. I mean, and then you got like things like CrossFit as well, or, you know, just straight up like, you know, powerlifting, right? Like, or like Olympic style lifts, you know what I mean? Like those kind of things, or even, you know, like gymnastics, right? Like calisthenics, you know, like that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of ways out there, you know, that, and each one is very, very unique, and, you know, the rules that are applied to that, you know, that type of lifting protocol or whatever, you know, and they have different benefits and different cons, you know what I mean? Some are good for this and they're not good for that. I mean, you know, and then you could look at the lifting, you know, numbers, reps, weight, right? Light, heavy, medium, moderate, or whatever, you know, how many reps are we doing? You know, are we doing, you know, 5, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20, you know what I mean? Like what is the purpose for all of these things, right? Like when does something become fucking shit? You know, like one of my favorite ways is DTP, dramatic transformation principle. Now, DTP is a crazy ass fucking ladder set that like goes like, so if I was going to do a DTP for leg day or something like that, what that might look like is I would go in and I would do squats, right? I would do 50 fucking squats with like lightweight, right? Something that I could do 50 of. The idea is to like, you know, achieve failure around like rep 30 and really have to force out the last fucking 20, right? You know, whether you got to rest, pause, whatever the fuck you got to do, the only thing, you should not set the weight down. You know, if you got to stand there for, you know, 20 seconds and get your fucking breath with, you know, the weight on your back, then so be it. That's what you do. But you get your fucking 50 reps in, right? And then you increase weight and you go 40, right? Then you do it again, increase weight, and you're taking like, you know, you're taking like a 2-minute rest or so between these big sets, right? And then as you get heavier and heavier, right? Like as you get up to those heavier numbers, you're gonna do like 20, 50, 40, 20, 30, 20, 10, you know, like somewhere around like I would start to shift my rest time and make it greater, right? Like as we get heavier. So like when we're doing our, you know, 10 or 20 to 10, I would definitely rest 3 minutes and maybe even more, you know, like, so we might start at like, you know, 2 minutes first rest, and, you know, like 2.5, then, you know, 3, then, you know, 3.5 minutes, right? You know, something like that would be a good rest time strategy for DTP sets. Then once you're done with the squats, right? Once you do your 10 heavy fucking squats, then you would go to like leg press, right? And then you would fucking do leg press 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So you're ultimately doing a total of like 300 reps altogether. And it's absolute insanity. It's fucking insane. The volume is through the roof, dude, because like 50 reps at like 100 pounds, dude, is like, dude, that's a lot of weight. You know what I mean? Like, and so then you got 40, right? It doesn't matter what you do. Like, you are going to get some serious fucking volume on DTP sets. DTP sets are great. I love them. They're one of my favorites. I'm a volume fucking whore, man. I love it. I love the volume. I love high reps. You know, moderate weight, right? Moderate to, you know, heavy. You know, my sweet spot is really, you know, probably somewhere between like, you know, 10 and 15 reps, right? For like preference. Now, if I want to really, like, I don't mind doing like 5x5s either. I have nothing against that either, but like, it's just, I don't know. I like to get the intensity up, the heart rate, all that. And when I lift 5x5, it just feels like it's not long enough under pressure, and just, you know, even though the lift is heavy and hard, I mean, it's great for like our CNS, but it's not so great for cardio, right? Because like it doesn't take much. Like I would get better results doing cardio, and then, you know, like for 30 minutes than I would, you know, lifting a heavy, you know, 5x5 set that took me, say, like 20 minutes or something like that, right? Like my calorie burn, I think, would be a lot higher on the bike ride. I don't know though. I mean, you know, you burn some serious calories when you lift some heavy weight too, so it takes a lot of energy. It's kind of interesting to see, you know, have a heart rate monitor or something and log it all. I need to get a new heart rate monitor. That's one thing my heart rate monitor finally died. It's like 6 years old, dude. So I need to get a new one. But all right, guys, I think we're done here. I'm gonna jump off and go inside and probably take a shower, eat some food. I'm hungry. I had some breakfast earlier, some eggs, eggs, ham, and cheese. Chester, Skywolf, you too. Thank you for swinging in. Appreciate you, man. We're just gonna end it today. I don't think we're gonna look for anybody to raid. I don't know. Let's see. We'll see who's online. We'll just do it. Might just be easier for me to raid out, honestly. It ends my OBS stream anyways, so I may as well just raid. Who do we got? Liberty Street. There he is. He's on. Muscled Unk. We went to him yesterday. He's a good dude. We'll go to him again. He was in here this morning chatting with me during cardio. All right, guys. Chester. Oh, Chester. All right, we got like a couple seconds. All right, guys, I'm out. Have a good one, everybody. We'll be on tomorrow morning cardio, and then we got arms in the afternoon.